If you are joining me, guys. Àṣàbí tó ń ṣàdọ́là mo rọ́wọ́ yín. How are you? You are the first person and the only person who said hello. So we are waiting for others. Ṣàlàáfíà la wà. Ayọ̀bámiṣé, Batabutu, Ṣeun, hey, I greet you guys. Hope, how are you? Hope Omokowa. Buki, how are you? Inisoya, Eunice. Wale, Tope, good afternoon. Good morning. How are you? Shehu, hey, I see you. Funmi Ayelowo, good afternoon. Edward, how are you? Olaoluwa, mi fẹ́ miss orúkọ anybody ni, at least ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wọlé. Mo pé lọ́la. I'm fine, we are doing great. Thank you for asking too. Oluwakemi Balogun, good afternoon. Onyade, good afternoon. Oluwabiola, good afternoon. Lanre, good afternoon. Olubusola, good afternoon. Mary Williams, Olubari, good afternoon. Unique Pearl and Tiffany, good afternoon. Good morning from my hand. Kabi, Kids Lovers Bounce, how are you? Yeti Mama, good morning from here. Shewapa. Good afternoon, guys. Bonjour, Omole Mopi. Bonjour, how are you? How are you? I'm trying to allow them on YouTube. I mean Facebook. Oluyemi, good afternoon. You've been watching me a long time. First time to say hi. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Thank you. All right, guys. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ because mi fẹ́ ká pẹ́ jù. All right, good afternoon. Let me move this close to me. Ellen, good afternoon. Please kindly, as you come in, kindly help us to click a like on the video. Good afternoon, good morning from my hand. Rumi, don't do this. Why are you doing this when I'm about to start the show? I should send the wig to Canada. Okay. I don't hear you. So good afternoon, guys. If you are just getting to see my face, let me greet my people first. My people, good afternoon, every one of you. I want to say welcome and thank you for joining me. If you are a new subscriber, I am Auntie Aduni. In case you are just getting to subscribe to my channel and you are wondering, I am Auntie Aduni, and I want to say thank you for subscribing. If you never subscribe, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe so you get to see my videos, and do not forget to turn on your notification. Why some of you are not seeing my video is because you don't turn on your notification. So if you think your notification is off, try and turn it on. Please. I was supposed to even call her yesterday, but that my yesterday was get a CB. Again, if you see reminder, I have to call her. Again, check, send messages. Kinto Gbagbe. All right, guys. Yep. Good afternoon, Bosse Adebayo. Olueke, I see you. Yes, okay. Mo sọ fún yín pé position tí mo jókòó sí lánàá yóò rọrùn pa fún mi. Silent Cipher, good afternoon. Ọpẹ́ Tuoye or something. Good afternoon. All right, guys, let us start. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. So I saw a video. Thank you, Vicky. I saw a video. This video is motivating this story. I mean, this particular show that we want to do. Because you might not be there today. You might be there tomorrow. Who knows tomorrow? Like they always say. Nobody knows what tomorrow holds. Even though we pray for the best. We hope for the best. We wish the best in our lives. But life happens. Stuffs happen. What we don't ask for come knocking at our door and changes our situation. You know, will that be the end of our lives? No. Life continues. We have to keep moving on. We have to keep going on. Either as a man or as a woman, anything can happen at any time. That perfect situation can become something else, can turn how you don't want it to turn. So I saw this story. It's actually a video, but unfortunately, I got a strike 2 days ago on YouTube because I infused a particular clip that was showing some things inside one of my videos. But because it was my first time, I was pardoned by YouTube. So they asked me to go and take some training. So I had to do a training of about 10 minutes. And I passed before they said, okay, they will take it off after 3 months. Even despite the training, I still have kind of eye on me for the next 90 days. So if I should commit any error again in the next time, before 90 days, I will get problem. So because of that, I'm not going to put this video on this particular video. It will have made a lot of sense to use that video, but it involves violence. What is the violence in the video? It was a video of a man that 2 guys were beating. They were beating the man. The man, according to the story where I saw it, happens to be their stepfather. So the boys were beating that man. They are young, they are not boys, I would say young men. They were beating their stepfather. And the caption there was that these children, that the man has been abusing the mother of those children for so long. And probably the children could not take it again anymore. And they descended on this man and they started beating him. And the question there was, or the caption there was that never marry a single mother. If you marry a single mother, anything can happen to you. I'm like, what? Why is this person not talking about the abuse inside this video? Why is it about not marrying a single mother? Is this about marrying a single mother or about the abuse going on in the video from the man, from those young ones? Now, I actually commented under that post and I said, it's not a big deal marrying a single mother. That I actually give those children kudos for what they did to the man. Wọ́n fi show pé ìyá àwọn ló bí àwọn. And they will not be looking while a man under the name of I am married to your mother or I want to marry your mother will start maltreating the woman. I said it is not about whether because the man is their stepfather. I have seen a situation where the man was actually the father of those children. The father of the boy, one of the children. The man was fond of beating their mother, seriously beat her since forever. And one day, the boy faced the father and gave him a serious blow. Never touch my mother again. And that boy left the house and never looked back again. He said he doesn't want to, as long as the mother is still without their father, he doesn't want to see any one of them. You know, now let's take it back to marrying single mothers. Let me leave it whether they are, the man is the father of those children. Let's leave that one aside. If you want to marry a single mother, you want to marry a Michael Abiodun Ekarosa. Good evening, Adaize. How are you? Thanks for joining us. You want to marry, and thanks for greeting everyone, Adaize. you want to marry a single mother as a man. Number one, the only clause I have that I will say, if you want to marry a single mother, be very careful. If you want to marry a single mother, number one, if you are a man, have you been married before? If you have not been married before, you want to marry a single mother, not with one child, but with 2 or 3 children. Personally, I would never succumb to that one or support that kind of a thing. Why? Is because number one, you may not be able to manage that woman having her children close by as a single mother, as a single man that has never been married. But if of a man that has been married or has his own child too, then it can be okay. That means you've been a father. You know what it takes to be a father. Another angle where I don't support marrying a single mother is when you have to marry a single mother. What job is that woman doing? Especially if she has children. Most women are welcome. A woman that has children, you want to marry her or you want to start dating her. Remember, there are some responsibility that is coming with it. But have you looked at it very well? Is the woman gainfully employed? Is very, very important. Because we cannot rule out somebody marrying a single mother. Somebody is a single mother is not a sin. It's not a stigma. It's not a bad thing. Now life happen. Remember, some, they are not the architects of the relationship that broke up. Yeah, some might be. This is where, if as a man you want to marry a single mother, your job lies to find out how did she become single. For how long has she been single? Because somebody that has been single for a long time. Welcome, Agosu. Agosu Olushola, are you related with Borabiodun Agosu of Badagry? Are you related with him? Anyway, if you are, please comment. So, you are marrying a single mother, you want to date a single mother. The single mother does not have a job. And she has children. And you want to go and date her. You are related to him. Send my video to him and ask him, wait, who am I? Abi, who I am? Ask him. Eba mi ki won, uncle mi gidi. Send my video to him. Hey, those of Elizabeth, you are welcome. So, you want to date a single mother, you want to marry her. One of the first things you should look at, because a man will get to a stage, it might be the one that will need to marry somebody. And it might be at a certain age, most people you will meet are single mothers. Take it or leave it. At a certain age, the woman you will be meeting are single mothers. It's very rare, except there is poverty in that family, or that family is looking for a man to rescue them. For a parent who have trained their children very well to go to good school and everything, and they will open their eyes, and their child has never been married before, and that child wants to marry, and they will say, go and marry an elderly man because he has money. Somebody like me, I'm waiting for that old man, a man of 50-something, saying he wants to come and marry my daughter. Say, waiting happen. My daughter will not even give that kind of person chance. Most people that marry elderly people, most ladies that marry elderly people, they do it because of money. Take it or leave it. Even if she's a single mother. Most women who go for elder, I'm not saying all. I said most. Most young ladies who go for elderly men, do so because of money. Money is the major factor. Can this man take care of me? Can he help me? Surely baby bobu kata. That is the reason most times they go for it. So you as a man, at a certain age, you want to remarry. Either you are divorced or you want to marry a second wife or third wife. Because some of you are routing for third. Some of you fourth wife. And some of you are divorced too. Some of you are widower too. So it could be any circumstances that will make you want to marry or remarry. So at a certain age, you want to remarry, to find a lady of 35 upwards, most especially, that doesn't have 1 or 2 children, might not be that easy, and single. So most times they are always with 1 or 2 children, and you need to marry them. What are the things you look out for? Number 1, how gainfully employed is she? Very, very important. Is she somebody that has something doing? How committed, how dedicated is she to her business or her job? Can she comfortably pay her bills? Because you are not going to marry somebody with somebody's children. I'm not saying it is wrong, and you want to take all the responsibility and put it on your head. Remember, you have your own responsibility from your own side, your children from your own previous marriage. So it's like you are adding double load. If you want to say you want to take everything 100% from the woman with those children. Yes, it is okay if you want to help occasionally, but it should not be binding, whereby she will make it your 100% responsibility and say, I'm a school. Kí ló máa ń ṣe é gan? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fún mi ní 1 second. Daughter mi ti máa ṣe tán, ẹ jẹ́ n gbé fún. She was in a meeting. Ẹ jẹ́ n gbé ajá yìí padà lọ fún. Kúrò mi. All right. Don't come back, okay? Ẹ má bínú jèrè. Ẹ má bínú. Ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ ọmọ mi lọ́wọ́, ẹ wo bó ṣe fò sórí chair wá bá mi. So those are, you consider what she's doing. Can she comfortably? Because this is the reason why most men in old age, they tend to be broke. It is not as if you didn't work hard while you were young. You work hard. But the places the money is going is very plenty. You give to this one, you give to that one, you will still give to girlfriend. Remember, you men, most of you are insatiable. Especially when it comes to kerewa. You want to sample this, sample that, sample this, sample that. So even if you have a woman at home, you have children, you are carrying responsibility financially, you will still look outside. You go and get girlfriend. You still have to spend. This is the reason why women, it be like say, financially they manage better. Because they don't spend their money anyhow. They will not, some of them will not spend in the house. The one they are getting, they want to save it. Your own money is everybody's money. Their own money is their money. So some of you, after you don't get children somewhere from your first wife, those children are still young, they still need you. You are supposed to be taking care of them. You now decide I treat her well now. Anyway, you now decide you want to marry another woman. Thank you, Eniola. You want to marry another woman. That woman is coming with children. It is not a bad thing. Remember, I have children too, and I am single. And if I want to, though I don't think I want to, but if I want to, say, okay, I want to remarry, now somebody go marry me too with my load. If somebody cannot marry me with my load, even though they are grown, that means the person is not ready to marry me. But does it mean my load should be that man's load 100%? No. This is where I draw a line when it comes to saying single mother, single mother. Because you are a single mother, those children belong to somebody else. Yes, the man can adopt them to be his own. But even at that, he has to do according to his capacity. Thank you, Modupe. You are welcome, sis. So, that aside, financially, you look at that financial aspect. Another aspect you have to look at as a man, if you decide to marry a woman, a single mother, look at how she's training those children. Ellen Fash, Ekabo, báwo ni ìyá mi? Look at how the kind of relationship she has with her children is very important. Very, very important. The way and manner she controls her children, she disciplines them, she corrects them. Very key. This is where most men don't look at. At the end of the day. Number one, you are coming to marry a woman that has children. No, you need why unique pearl. You need why I'm not including single father. I might go there or make it another topic. Single fathers, they are much easier to manage. Remember, when you marry a single father, you are not the one to use your money to help him train his children. I mean, his children, yes. He is still the one that will spend the money and spend his sweat on you and those his children, including your own children. But if a man marries a single mother, he will take care of his own children from another marriage. He will still take care of his own children. I mean, the children you are bringing into the marriage. I'm not talking about the children a woman will have for that man now. I am talking about the children the woman is bringing into that relationship, either marriage or whichever one, or dating. So you have to look at the way this woman corrects, discipline, caution the children. You know why? Irrespective, either you are married to this woman or you are dating her, there is a limit to how you can correct those children. There has to be boundary. There has to be a line. It's not as if you cannot correct them, but if you don't take care, you correct them too harsh, wàhálà ló máa já sí fún ẹ. You will lose out at the end. If their mother is not the type that can control the children, it is not in your place as their stepfather to want to control them, especially when they are of a certain age. It is not your role. It is not your duty. It is not your responsibility. The role is their mother. The role is their father, if he's still alive, to control, to caution, to discipline. You can correct mildly. You can caution mildly. But when it comes to some serious cautioning, some serious discipline, some serious correction, let their mother do it. If she cannot do it, it's a cup of tea. Because there are situations whereby a woman will spoil her children. She will be waiting for you to come and help her to caution those children. Meanwhile, kò dénú ẹ̀, there is this adage, bá mi lọ́mọ mi, kò dénú ọlọ́mọ. If she's not correcting them, you now take it upon your head to do like King Kong. After all, you are married to their mother. After all, you are the one in charge. You will end up making those children see you as a wicked person in that house, as the bad one. They will not say you are trying to correct them. They will say and conclude easily that you don't like them. That it is because you are not their father. In as much as their mother is not doing what she's supposed to do. Even if she's doing it, when she's too harsh on them, your own is to mellow the woman down. It is not because you want to curry the favor of those children, no, but at the same time, it is because you don't want those children to see you as the enemy in that house. You know why? At the end of the day, you are going to be the loser if you are not careful. First, look at the way she's correcting those children before you even get too deep. Watch, because if not, you are inviting future headache for yourself. Now, another angle. When you want to marry a single mother or you are dating a single mother and she has children, you cannot either living in your house or you go to see her in her house and she has children. Just like it is not expected of a man who is with the mother of his children, your wife, gongon. It is not ideal. It is not okay to argue and exchange words, hurtful words, between a man and a woman in the presence of your children. Those children, at the end of the day, will hate either one of you. In that, yes, you are the father, you are the mother. Ìwọ ló bí wọn, ìyá wọn ló bí wọn. You are now exchanging hurtful words in the presence of those children. Those children will end up hating either of you, either the man or the woman. This is why at the end of the day, we always say, people will say, it's their mother that is teaching them bad things. Are you telling me children who grow up, who are growing up to see what is going on in the home front, does not know what is going on? They are babies. Even a child of 8 years old already understand what is going on in that family. There was a video that I watched that was sent to me. That girl was just 8 or 9 years old. And she saw what their father was doing. Right there and then, she told the father, I hate you. This is not Omo Onyibo, it's Omo Nigeria. And the woman said, this is what I've been going through in this marriage. Auntie, what should I do? I said, the day your daughter uttered that she hated her father is the day you should have protected this child. You shouldn't even have waited for this girl to say, I hate my father. This is the mistake most of us will make. We expose these children to abuse, and many of them become abusers later. Now you want to go. Remember, we are talking about single mother now, so I don't want to digress. We are talking about marrying a single mother. Wá fẹ́ lọ fẹ́ single mother tó ti ní ọmọ. O tẹ́lẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́. Either you like it or not, o ní láti tẹ́lẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ ni. Tí o bá fẹ́ lose out at the end of the day. You go and date or marry a single mother that has children, especially the children are almost grown up. You now think you can talk to their mother anyhow. What their mother do not see, the moment you decide to date a single mother that has children that are of age, not even full-grown adults, we are talking about children that are not full-grown adults, let's say 10-year upwards, that understand their environment and what is going on. You now start treating their mother anyhow. Yes, when you come into that house, you buy biscuits, you buy coconuts, you buy ice cream, you carry them out. But they see the way you talk to their mother. They are just 10 years old, 9 years old, 11 years old. They are seeing everything. you know what? They will be showing love to you for now because you are the one buying ice cream, buying biscuits. But they understand that their mother is in pain. There's something is going on with their mother. Lady Boss, welcome. Thank you. They can see what is going on. And they will be watching. They will not complain. You will come. They will greet you. Welcome, sir. Because you have some money to give their mother. Their mother will not see anything. She's not happy with you, but she will not complain. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ni mò ń bá wí, ẹ máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ yìí sí ọwọ́ òsì. This is why many of you, at the end of the day, on the day of graduation, the children that you were the one that was beside their mother, when they want to go to school, parent PTA meeting, now you they help their mother to represent their father because their father na absentee father. Or na father will be say, he no care. You leave Auntie Bola Ikasoma. You leave the woman. Now you they follow am up and down. When the children are going to be on holiday, now you go follow them, go help them carry load for school. Their father dey somewhere. Run away father. You carry the load. And you are doing all that. The children are seeing that you are really helping. Because there are men who truly stands by single mothers. Who truly play the role. Step into that place. But are many of them appreciated? No, at the end of the day. Many of them end up not being appreciated. Many of them lose out. There was a story that came out, was it 2 weeks ago, of a man who was married to a single mother. Who is married? He is still married. The man is just contemplating divorcing the woman now. True life story. This man has been with them for so long. When the girl was to graduate, one of the children was to graduate. You know, in abroad here, they give them minimum number of tickets. Minimum number of tickets. So they gave them 8 tickets. That is father, mother, and 6 other people. Who is supposed to be there? The man that has been there for so long. But instead, the mother, the father that has been absent was given a ticket. Their grandmother, their grandfather, and siblings making 8. This man was expecting his own ticket to follow them. They now told him, our daddy is going to be there, so you cannot go with us to the graduation. This is a man that said he's been the one paying the bills in the house. Even the insurance of those children, of the particular girl doing graduation, is on top of this man's insurance. It was on top. And on the day of graduation, he was told to stay at home. So the man was like, since after the graduation, he can't stand seeing that woman and the children anymore. Anybody will feel that way. Years of laboring for somebody, and on the day, the children you have embraced as your own, there's nothing wrong in it, but have you really watched? Take your time. A lot of women may not like what I'm saying, especially single mothers. Have you really taken your time to watch the kind of single mother you are entangling yourself with? So that there will not be stories that touch the heart. You cannot go for a single mother that is still entangled seriously with the ex. If the woman is still entangled with the ex, then you know your place. Especially when the children have very good relationship with their father. And you cannot stop that. That is their father. After all, you don't, we're gonna pray káwọn ọmọ ẹ hate here just because you are not married to their mother anymore. So if the father is still in their life, he may not be living with them. If he's still communicating, be rest assured. Ọjọ́ graduation, ọjọ́ nǹkan wọn, màbá yẹn ló máa wà ńbẹ̀. Is that man that will represent. Know this and know peace. Because unfortunately, there is nothing you can do as a man too. He gets to a certain age, if you want to remarry, single mother ló máa fẹ́. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún. Ẹni tó ti lọ́mọ ló máa fẹ́. Just like a woman too. Bí n ṣe wà yín sí at my age, kí wá ni mo fẹ́ remarry. Will I say I'm praying to meet a single man at my age? How old will the man be? Tí ò ní lọ́mọ, ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́mọ now. Everyone at a certain age, you all come with baggages. Ọkùnrin máa wá with baggage, obìnrin máa wá with baggage ni. How we now manage the baggage goes a long way. How we manage the baggage goes a long way. We will always have baggage at a certain age. Kò sí nǹkan tá fẹ́ fi kún. I always look at some men tó bá fẹ́ bú obìnrin, tó fẹ́ kó obìnrin yẹn feel bad. Wọ́n lá kú bẹ́ẹ̀ lóbìnrin yẹn. They will say the woman is second hand. You that you are a man, are you not second hand? Some of you men, third hand gan ti ẹ̀ níyín. Samuel Ade, who is ganging up against you? Third hand, lọkùnrin mi. But a woman will never say you are a third hand. They will embrace you the way you are. Accept you the way you are. And she second hand, Idris. So kí ni yín? Some of you third hand, ẹ ti fẹ́ yàwó kíní, ẹ ti fẹ́ kejì, ẹ ti fẹ́ kẹta, ìmí inú yín yàwó kẹrin, ìmí is fifth wife. Ṣé mọ̀ pé a man can continue to remarry and remarry and remarry. It's only a woman, you get to a certain age. If you have tried it once, twice, tí ò bá work, wàá ra gbá kámú. Especially when you have enjoyed your peace, you'll be like, whoa, it's not compulsory. Wọ́n ṣáà ti ní brother kan lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan, yẹn náà ti wà okay. Kò sí nǹkan téèyàn fẹ́ fi kún. Coupled with the fact that there are so many advantages tóbìnrin máa lọ ní, tóbìnrin bá ti wà single for some time, máa wò pé what is, òun jí lásìkò tó wù òun, òun ṣe kan báyìí lásìkò tó wù òun. Body engine wà ńbẹ̀, mi ò bá yín jiyàn. Ẹ̀gbọ́n, can you marry someone you are older than? If so, how old is preferred? No, if I have to marry somebody or date somebody that I'm older than, that person, it shouldn't be more than maximum 5 years. Max. Mi ò lè fẹ́ ni tí n bá gbà jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Max. And he must not have a baby look. He won't have a baby look. Maximum is 5 years. Maximum, if I have to. But I always prefer my age group. And luckily, I've always been dating people or meeting people of my age group. The few relationship I have are age group. Even my late husband, age group, Uniwa. I'm very lucky with that. Then I can't even date somebody that is 10 years older than me. No. No, I can't. Except it doesn't look it. Except, I repeat, it doesn't look that age and it doesn't act it. You know, some people, when their age, they enter their head. One mashebi arugbo ojo. I can't stand it. I can't stand a man that will be behaving like my father. You are my man. You are not my father. We are playmates. We are friends. I don't want a man that will be saying, oh, megbe. I always love people. Age group, low daju. So, for women, at a certain age, they don't bother self themselves. But you men, you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying. Now, let's go further. about the story. You now marry one woman, single mother, wey get pikin, especially boy children, wey get man inside the house. Those children are already men, because 18-year-old boy upwards are young men. In their presence, let's even say they are your children. Let's say these children are your children. It can happen to a mother. It can happen to a stepfather. It can happen to a father. And not all children are calm. You've been beating their mother right from when they were young. You dey beat them. You dey beat them. Do not be surprised with this Gen Z generation, where you will beat their mother. One day, one of those children can stand up and give you a blow. Because that was what happened to that story. They said the woman is fond of beating their mother all the time. Làwọn ọmọ bá kì bàbá ìmọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n lù ní àlùsáré. And some people are blaming those children. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti gbègún, they've invoked curse on their head. I say it's only in our society you use that to scare people. What curse? The man that is beating his wife day and night is not incurring curse on his head. So it's the children that stood up for their weak mother, who is in love or too afraid to take a walk from an abuser. And the man, and she will be crying all the time. Some women, they cannot open their body because of the mark they have on their body from beating. A video circulated like a month ago where a guy was beating the woman. The woman was already on the floor. On the floor already. Ó dẹ̀ mú bat, ó dẹ̀ gbá mọ́ lórí. What if that woman should die in the process? That would be the end. Osinachi, right in the presence of her children. Do you think those children are not messed up for life? Right in the presence of their children. Ni wọ́n ti ń lù. Wọ́n dẹ̀ lù lálùbá, wọ́n lù títí ó dẹ̀ gbé ẹ̀mí mì. Those children are traumatized for life. A man that cannot manage his temper should not have a woman. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ò lù bàbá yẹn púpọ̀. I saw a comment telling Fash, oní tó bá kú ńkọ́ ìyá mi kò lè kú. Wọ́n ò fi nǹkan kọlù ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ náà fún now. Wọ́n kọ́ lọ́gbọ́n ni not to do it again. Kò lè kú, kí ló fẹ́ pa? Ṣé bí kú ṣe sáré pààyàn nìyẹn? Wọ́n ò gbé kán là mọ́lẹ̀ now. Wọ́n dá blow bí mélòó kan bò ní pé don't touch our mother again. If the story is true from that video, they didn't use anything, they didn't carry plank. They only gave him few punches. So many women are so weak, they won't take a walk. They saw their mother was weak, too weak to take a walk. Marriage is not for people who cannot manage their temper. Either as a man or as a woman. Ọmọ ti bá bàbá ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ rí nígbà tó ń lùyà wọn. Àwọn tó ń argue wípé tí bàbá yẹn bá kú ńkọ́, tí ìyá yẹn náà bá kú ńkọ́. Ellen Fash, I agree with you, tí bàbá yẹn bá kú, tí ìyá yẹn náà bá kú ńkọ́. Àìmọye obìnrin ló ti kùnà lórí pọ́n lù wọ́n. Àìmọye obìnrin ló ti kú. The same thing ọkùnrin. Any man or woman that cannot manage their temper, marriage is not for them. It's not for them. Where you don't know that laying hands on anyone is very, very wrong. Níbo náà ti kọ́? The children you are talking of, níbo náà ti kọ́? Wọ́n rí máa yẹn tó ń lùyàn ní now. Ẹni tí ò bá ń dán ọba máa lùyàn lójú ẹ̀ kò lè easy fún àti lùyàn. Yes, I remember. That should be Mr. Namabiri. Tó bá ti pa woman yẹn náà ńkọ́? Or the process of beating that woman all the time. If anything happens to the woman, that man will move to the next woman. The children will be the one taking care of whatever mess is going to leave behind. Where did those children learn how to beat? Where? They learned it from him. They saw him beating their mother. And one of them bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Ọmọ tí wọn ò bá fi violence kọ́, it's difficult for them to go out there to go and fight somebody. Very difficult. If anybody wants to fight them, they will carry their bag and walk away. The same thing ọmọ tí wọn ò bá fi èébú kọ́. Very tough. Most languages tá ń sọ olórí burúkú, apọ̀dà, akóṣìbérò. Where did we learn it from? From those parents of those days. Ṣáwọn ọmọ wa mọ̀ nǹkan tó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? No, because àfi kọ́ wọn. Ilé láti ń kó ẹ̀ṣọ́rọ̀ sóde. Charity begins at home. All of you come knowing that if the man spy in the process, what if the woman has spied? The man will have continued his life. Go on to the next woman. So it's a big lesson as far as I'm concerned. It's a big lesson. Don't lay hands on your partner. For any reason. Nothing justifies anybody lifting their hands on their spouse. Either the man or the woman. I know the angle you are looking at. But what if the man has spied? Those children can end up in jail. I agree. But what if the woman has spied too? The man will end up in jail. Why will anybody lay hands on their partner? For what? Ọmọ kan tí wọ́n ti gbọ́ story kò ń ṣe pé it's not because the man is a stepfather, but it is worst because ó jẹ́ stepfather. That is why many are feeling like single mother. No, it's not about single mother. Even if you are their father, they can take a walk from your life and say they don't want to see you ever again. They can look at you and hate you for life. Not because of anything. Yes, you are their father, but they have seen you abusing their mother for so long. It has messed them up too. And they are carrying that trauma, that memory of how you used to beat their mother. There was a video that was sent to me of a woman. Come and see her body with bruises. Her head, again, gosh, by Auntie Bola. I sent the video to Auntie Bola. Bear me witness on that video. That video I sent to you. Wípé mi bá ti aláti yín kí n tó send it. If Auntie Bola is still here, watching, I sent the video, she saw it. The children are grown up. Wọ́n ṣe ọmọdé. They are grown up kids. In their late teens and early 20s. 3 of them. They are the one cleaning their mother's wound. And you think one day, one of them will not snap and give that man a dirty slap too, or push him. Tó bá jẹ́ bàbá wọn, wọ́n lè tí kó fìdí jálẹ̀ kó kú dànù. Yes. Wọ́n lè má mean pa wọ́n fẹ́ pa. But out of anger, the rate, and this woman has been going through that beating since 20 years ago. 20 years of abuse kò dẹ̀ kúrò nínú ilé yẹn. Because she's too weak to take a walk. She's too vulnerable to take a walk. She feels if she leaves, she will carry stigma. She feels if she leaves, how will she cope? 20 good years. I sent the video to Auntie Bola where we were discussing. I said, Auntie Ewo, Auntie Bola, please, you shouldn't have sent this thing to me. You should have cautioned me before sending it. See bruises over this woman's body. The children were the one cleaning it. Cleaning it. The children. And you think one day, one of those children will not look at that man if he continues. And you know what? As at the last time I discussed with the person that sent the video, I said, Alpha, the woman is still in that house. And you think one day, one of those children will not give that man a dirty slap because it's their father, or push him away so hard, only for the gbale koku. It's not about whether he's the stepfather. Tí bàbá tó bíyàn gan bá ṣerú ẹ̀, á di ọjọ́ kan. Kí là ń sọ yìí? Kí là ń sọ yìí? Domestic violence, if you know the damages, you will not say, what if the man pie? No, you will face that man that started the beating first. There was a case of a man and the wife. Wọ́n cover ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni now. They had to cover that case. But that woman will live with that trauma for life. She and her husband were fighting physically. One of their daughter. She's still the auntie. Auntie Bola Oyiwa Nbe Kokuro. Once a woman that is going through abuse come to you and say, what should I do? She's not going anywhere. Once they come like that, I know they answer them. Auntie Kini Kinshe, I will tell them, okay, do it. You are the one in the shoes. I'm not the one. So why are you asking me? What should you do? What is my own to tell you what to do? Me, I don't answer people like that. And they will ask me, what should I do? No, it's not in my place to tell you what you should do. It is your problem. It is your decision. Tola ma jẹ́ kẹ́ pé kò tí ìyá mi ńtẹ̀ tí mo bí mo fẹ́ ṣe calling. Ní sùúrù. She's still the auntie. Wọ́n kúrò. Once they come to you and say, auntie, I am going through this. I don't know what to do. You don't know what to do? Am I the one that is being beaten? No, I'm not the one. So I was trying to talk of one. Their daughter, they were fighting. Their daughter tried to come in between. Ẹ̀ṣẹ́ tí bàbá máa gbé orí ọmọ ló gbá, ọmọ yẹn kú. Ọmọ yẹn kú. Is it the one that was throwing iron? Tó ju iron bọ́mọ ẹ̀, níbi tó ti fẹ́ ju iron bọ́kọ. Domestic violence should be a no-no, irrespective. A man that is constantly beating the wife, one day, the children are looking at what he's doing. They will not be able to condone it, especially this Gen Z generation. This Gen Z generation are not us. No. We, Emi o experience, I never saw one day my mother and father fought. Àti ẹ̀kúnkún pẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn. Ìyá mi ló tọ́ mi. Mi ò dé experience kó wọn àti anybody jà. so bóyá ẹni mi ṣe lè bá mi ò mọ bó ṣe ń jà physically kọ́ lọ́ọ́ má dẹ̀ kí n dẹ̀ rí. It's not something irrespective. Bóyá tí àwọn ọmọ bá ń lu bàbá àbọ̀ ń lu stepfather ọkùnrin á stop ẹ̀ because àwọn ló pọ́nmọ́ jù. You can say it is abomination. A man beating his wife ò kì í ṣe abomination àbí? A man beating the wife tóbìnrin yẹn máa fi pa is not abomination àbí? If that woman is your daughter, why do we see that most rich people, their children, wọn bí ẹrẹ kó lù wọ́n, tó bá lù wọ́n tán bá gbọ́, wá sún ẹ̀wọ̀n. Rich man pikin no man do anyhow. I mean, poor man pikin no man ṣe anyhow. Gen Z generation. If you are a Gen Z generation, you are beating your children, I mean your wife, their mother, in their presence. Just expect that one day, one of those children will stand up to you. Wọ́n lè má lù ẹ́ o, but wọ́n sọ pààrà ọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ. Either you are their father or their stepfather. It will now be worst if you are their stepfather. No matter how much you are spending in that house, no matter how much love you think you are showing to those children, and they are seeing you abusing their mother. Oh, lè ṣe gbé o. No. Sherry, this is one of the things I keep saying that I don't like about our people. Mo hate kini with passion. I hate it with passion. Whereby we think adults can abuse and go scot-free. And we hide them under the mentality and sentiment and emotional blackmail of their adults. Baba nyoni, iya nyoni, and so F words. And so F words. They should mess up lives because they are baba, because they are iya. They should destroy lives. Remember, they will go. Or you will start. That child under them is going to go and start on his own or on her own. And that child will have been traumatized and messed up. To go and mingle with some people's family, people's children too. This is why trauma keeps expanding. Somebody traumatized, carrying that trauma to another person and traumatizing that person too. Don't you know most abusers end up abusing others? They end up. How was it easy for those children to beat that man, knowing that that man is older than them? Because they have been abused. They have been seeing abuse. They don't see anything wrong. After all, he's beating somebody too. It is what is taught them. They saw him doing. Go and look at some children. Little tiny thoughts. Oh, àwọn ìpíníṣẹ́ ọmọ kékèké tó yìí jẹ́ kókó. Go and see some of them. The way they bully their mates in school. By the time they trace them, that is what they go through at home. That is what they are using to train them. Have you not seen some children, the way they will fight in school? I experienced DVO, and the memory is still part of me. I've divorced my ex over 16 years now. Auntie, ẹni tó máa kàn wá ló mọ̀. Ẹni tó kàn ló mọ̀. And my own is I begin to see from this job I do, I get to see a lot. So when I see people trying to make an excuse for an abuser, there are some cases tó bá gbé dé court, ẹni tó kù yẹn ló máa jẹ̀bi. Especially if their mother have evidence of what has been going on. Man tó kú yẹn ló máa jẹ̀bi. That mom of 5, welcome. Wọ́n not protect ìyá wọn ni. Kó má bàa pa. Defense. Ìyá wọn wà too weak. Tọ́n bá rí good lawyer. Tọ́n rí good defense lawyer. Ẹni wọn ṣe pé àwọn kan ní wọn ṣe pé ọlọ́pàá. Èèyàn ló pa ọlọ́pàá ń bí. Ó likely kó win ní case yẹn. Because there is this thing they call it, mo ti pé orúkọ tán pé, is a psychological term. Nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ò lè kíní yẹn ló jẹ́ kó heart. What is it called? I'm trying to remember what it is called. Nítorí orúkọ tán pé. No, not PTSD. Hold on, not PTSD. Mumbo. Kò ṣe PTSD. It's not PTSD, Mumbo. Mumbo. Not self-defense. Temporal insanity. Thank you. Ineka. That's just it. It's temporal insanity. Not provocation. Temporal insanity. You see, somebody said, I'm in USA. I hardly speak with my dad just because what my mom experienced in my father's hand. You see? It's called temporal insanity. They will fight the case and they will win it. So next time we won't do it. Temporal insanity from what they are seeing, they are experiencing. Ìyá wọn náà pẹ́ ni tó ń sọ yìí now. Ìyá wọn ni. Are you saying you can endure looking at your mom being beaten by your father or stepfather? Say because of what? Wàá ti bàbá yẹn dànù tó bá fẹ́ forí gbálẹ̀ kò forí gbálẹ̀. Tí rí bí ọjọ́ ọmọ ti ìyá gan. Ọmọ tó máa ti ìyá tó bí. Tí rí yẹn rí. Tí ọmọ bá ti dé stage kan, tí parent ìyá gan ò mọ bó ṣe máa handle case tọ́rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀. Ṣé wọn kọ́ lè yàn lọ ọmọ fún, especially when the children have gotten to a certain age. Ọmọ tí wá rò pé ó lè ṣerú ẹ̀ tó máa ti ìyá yẹn pé kí ló dé? What did I do? Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Let us caution and talk to ourselves. There's nothing beautiful. There's nothing good. There's nothing encouraging. There's nothing, it's damaging. It damages everyone involved in that home. The father, the mother. Father tó bá abuse already is an abuser. He was abused too. It's like a circle. Father must have experienced something. The man, kó tó wá fẹ́ yàwó tó fẹ́, he is now doing it. The children are looking at him. A girl child becomes abusive from what they see in the home front too. A boy child becomes abusive from what they see. It shouldn't be encouraged anyway. Because I saw that instead of people going for that man, everyone was saying what those children did was bad. Excuse me. Everyone was just going for those children. That why did they lay hands on the man? I said, why did they lay hands on the man? They said the man has been beating their mother for so long. And there are so many women They are so weak when it comes to issue of men. They are so weak to say no. It's very tough for them. To walk out is very tough. If a woman can be enduring physical abuse for 20 years, and we have some over 20 years, they are still inside of physical abuse. Both physical, both mental, both something, whatever it is. And the children are growing up, and you think those children are going to grow up normal. You think their mentality is not messed up. Ineka, you say, why did he lay hands on their mom? I don't think anything justifies that. I don't know how somebody would just think your partner, for whatever reason, can be disciplined by you. Hey. Oh no, my God. That your children can, that your wife or your husband can be disciplined. Did you marry a baby? Did you marry your house help? Did you marry your child? No, you married your wife. You married your husband. Oh, you were asking exactly. You marry your husband. You marry your wife. You are not the one to train them. You say what? Rashid Giwa said maybe that is how they beat their father that made him run away. Oh, better go run away. Toba run away. As long as the woman is alive. As long as the woman is alive. Toba run away, go run away. Toba jẹ́ pé àwọn beat bàbá wọn náà ló fi run away. Go run away. Ṣé ẹ̀mí wí pé kíní? Toba jẹ́ pé yẹn ni then abi tó ti messing up yẹn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. If the mother had walked away, if their mother had walked away when there was beating, maybe those children would not end up laying hands on other people. Are you looking at it from there? Like I said we are not sure of the full story. But that was what was put out. Why tọkùnrin kan máa ní kókó máa abuse èèyàn for what? For what? Ó jẹ́ bí ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀. Even àbúrò ẹ̀gbọ́n kò gbọ́dọ̀ lù. Nothing justifies it. Anything tó bá wá come out of it. You say, wow, auntie. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Idris. Why tí bàbá wọn lù ìyá wọn? Maybe you should answer me. Why tí bàbá ń lù ìyá? Débi pa àwọn ọmọ ti dàgbà, ó dẹ̀ continue. Can you tell me the reason why? And if you think it's not happening, maybe original, like that would Abuke Okere. I was in Nigeria sometimes ago, about 5-6 years ago, so Timodosi Niger, and I went to visit a DPO. We were in the office. No, going to 8 years now. 6 or 8 years ago. We were in the office when this couple came. The man 70, the wife 68. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Educated fellow, both of them. Well educated, well traveled. What happened between this couple? They were fighting. And they say that is how they come to the police station all the time. Wọ́n ti mọ̀ wọ́n. They know them already. So that particular day, they woke up as usual, and for one reason or the other, they started fighting. While the fight was going on, Baba gave Mama punch. So those people, the woman should be 70 something now, 74, 75. The father, the man should be almost 80. So on that particular day, the fight started as usual, their usual way of fighting. That was how Baba gave Mama blow. Nígbà tí apá bàbá ìyá ò ká bàbá, of course, she cannot give Baba the kind of blow Baba gave her. Instead of doing that, she held Baba's boss and brocos, squeeze it. Baba will now bite her. Bite her so deep, ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá ń jáde, red was coming out. That was what made Baba to come to police station. Ipò fẹ́ pa òun, wọ́n rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn. So they now asked them to go and invite Mama. They brought Mama. Mama, kí ló dé? Why did you have to do this? You want to kill your husband? Now Mama explained. By the time they saw Mama, wọ́n bá wọn tí ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, because ojú ìyá, apá kan ti ga. Apá ojú ìyá kan ó ti ga ibi tí bàbá ti gbẹ́sẹ̀ fún. So immediately they saw the Mama. They asked Baba, who punched her? Baba said, I'm the one, I'm disciplined, kò fẹ́ gbọ́ràn. Mo wò wọ́n báyìí. How old ni ìyá tẹ́ ní kò fẹ́ gbọ́ràn? Ìyá 68. So the question I was asking, I said, wọ́n bí money. They say the children, they have 2 children. The 2 children are in UK. That the children are tired of both of them. Baba no go, Mama no go. Police don't know them well. Yes, at their age, this is not a story. I was sitting down when they came in. One wo by. Beg by me. At what age? Why did they refuse to leave each other? They've invested so much together, which is not bad with couple. But when both of them become stingy and selfish, that is why they are saying one of them must spy for one to survive. That is the stand they both had. The children don't meddle. They don't talk. Divorce each other. They said no. Why? Mama started a school and made Baba the admin. No. Baba started a school, made Mama the admin and co-signing of everything. So Mama said if she has to go, Baba must sell the school and give her 50%. Baba said he's not selling his school. That is a retirement business. Mama said, okay, we will continue to chop it together. That was why they stayed together, simply for that. Nothing more. Mi ò ríru ẹ̀ rí. Nothing more. They say now they don't know them well for police station. Say now so then they always come. I said they are not embarrassed. They are not ashamed. I was looking at both of them like this. If you see the English, the Queen's English coming out of their mouth, Baba schooled in England. The same thing with Mama. They actually met in England before relocating back home. Their children are British citizens. Both children live in UK. This couple live in Ibadan. This couple I'm talking of. Baba say he's not going anywhere. Mama say he's not going anywhere. So now so fights all the time. They don't even cook. Mama know they cook for Mama again. Papa say he cannot eat her food because he's afraid she can poison her. So Baba has his fridge in his room. Mama has fridge in his house. Baba has fridge in his room where he puts all his food. After cooking, he will pack everything, put it inside his bedroom. Lock it anytime he's going out. So, nothing. They said the last time as at that time, that for the past 10 years, there's no kerewa between them anymore. And they say now, so Baba, they always beat her. Since forever. The Baba, they lock in door. He go buy correct lock door. He always lock in door when he's going out. He said because he's afraid the woman can poison him. Which kind of year life be that? Some people don't love themselves, oh. They don't love themselves. They don't know what is called peace. Some people they don't know the true definition of peace. If you have experienced peace, you will not stay where there is trouble. If you have experienced peace, you will not say because of marriage, I want to buy. If you have experienced peace, you will not be fighting. Thank you, Andrew. If you have experienced peace, you will work at your marriage to make it peaceful. Because the most beautiful marriage is not that marriage that does not have issue, but the marriage where there is no DV or DA, that is domestic violence or domestic abuse. Every other thing is one of those things, is normal. We argue today, oh, you press the toothpaste here, okay. You press the toothpaste there, okay. You didn't put this thing where it's supposed to be, okay. Those are the beauty of marriage. Sometimes whereby you will sit, you will stay alone, and you will be smiling when you remember the kind of arguments you used to have. If you cannot be alone when you are not with your spouse, and you cannot remember some things and smile, you are with the wrong person. You are not in a good place. When you are without your partner, you should be able to remember some things between you and smile when you are apart. That shows there is a bonding. That shows there is love. That shows you appreciate each other. But when there is domestic abuse, domestic violence, in whatever form, you are with your enemy. Now we are talking about single mothers. Somebody trying to marry a single mother. Marrying a single mother comes with wisdom. You cannot go and marry a single mother and be behaving like a King Kong. You cannot go and marry a single mother and think you can act anyhow. No, you cannot. So many men have gone into a single mother's life and complicated her life for her. And this is where I look at women who wants to marry by fire, by force. After 1 or 2 marriages have broken, it's okay for you to remarry. It's okay for you if you want to still go into a relationship. As a woman, as a single mother, it is no more about you alone. Going into another relationship after marriage breakup or being a widow, it's not about you alone, especially where children are involved. It's now about you and those children, because whoever is coming into your life has to still relate with you and those children. Why I'm not going to talk much about men is that it happens, but very rare to see men in custody of children. If there is divorce, most men, the children are with their mother. That's why I won't really talk about men. Of course, there are widowers who have their children with them. If you look at most widowers, they don't marry quickly, especially the ones who love their wives. The only men who marry quickly are divorcee. If a man divorces today, next month he can marry another woman. Divorcees marry very fast. Widowers don't really rush. Not all of them, but most widowers. I know many widowers that they have been widowed. They lost their wife years. Up till now, they have not remarried. Many of them will say they are waiting for their children to grow up. Of course, they have girlfriend. They have who they are dating. But marriage, no. Most of them. But divorcee, they quick marry. Sometimes to pepper their ex-wife. Sometimes because they are used to having women around them. And you know, say, now wife go. Nobody say the wife buy. So it's easy for them to replace. But for once, most of the ones that lose their wife through buy, they don't really rush. So that's why I'm not talking about men. But for women, now the children are going to be with you. You can't will your children away because of a man. A man is coming into your life, you have children, and you want to behave like somebody who don't have children. Now both you and that man go chop the breakfast. If you don't, your head no correct. If you go and fall in love, you are not alert, or you don't see what is going on, and you are being abused, you are being messed up, your children are being messed up, you go chop the breakfast. Because those children that are being messed up, later, they might end up not liking you because your man is abusing them. Both you and your man, you are abusing those children. Either their father is alive or is dead. They are under your custody. You are supposed to be their protector. You are supposed to be their shield. You are supposed to be there for them. And your man come because he wants to prove a point. He will start maltreating those children. Or he will start doing somehow. Or you, because you want to please the man, you start doing somehow to your children. You neglect them. And do you know what? Let me tell you one thing with children. Children are very jealous. Children, some children are very, very jealous. The time you want to spend with your man might be the time they need your attention. Just to prove that they own you. This is where your wisdom needs to come in. This is where understanding has to come in. From you and that man. It could even be their father. They can behave same way too. But of course, it's easy when it's their father. Their father can scream on them and say, go, leave this place. I'm busy with your mother. But you as a stepfather, can you chase the children away and say you are busy with their mother? They will look at you. You are the stranger. It's a fact. They will look at you and be like, who is he? Well, tó bá sọ lójú ẹ, wọ́n ṣe meeting, especially tó bá pé méjì mẹ́ta. Wọ́n ṣe meeting lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ. Tó bá rí wọn, tó bá ti ń ṣe bí King Kong jù nínú ilé tó ti lọ fẹ́ ẹni tó ti bímọ. Nínú ilé ẹni tó ti bímọ. Sori tó bá palẹ̀kùn dé, tí gbogbo wọn kóra wọn sínú yàrá. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ náà ń sọ nínú yàrá yẹn. Is your matter they are deliberating on? I had a story of a man tó lọ fẹ́ single mother tó ti lọ́mọ. Àwọn ọmọ tó ti ń dàgbà. He now got to the house. He was doing like this. He was doing like this. Kò mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ti ń ṣọ́ òun. Wọ́n ń ṣọ́. Tó bá lọ síbi á gbé pizza dání. Kí ni Táyọ̀? Whenever he's going, he will buy pizza and carry the pizza to distract those children so their mother can have 100% attention for him. And the children now got to know that was what he was trying to do. They weren't that old. They are still children that will still seek your attention of their mother. And there are some children that are very clingy. There's nothing you can do about it. So anytime he's going to that house, he will buy pizza, buy some things, ice cream, pizza. He will give it to them to distract them. He will go and lock himself with their mother inside the house. Until he go, those children don't go see their mama's eyes. He has his own wife somewhere. He is married though. It's not as if he's not married though. He is married. He's only dating the woman. This is where women too, if we are not careful, we will lose the love of our children because of a man. They are watching. They are looking at you. Who is your priority between them and that man? So anytime the man comes, he will give them pizza and ice cream, lock himself and that woman. Until he goes, he will not allow those children to go. You know what they did for him? And those children know that this man is married. One of them, the senior one, he knows the man is married. From the discussion, the man is always having with their mother. So one day he came. As he came, he left his shirt in the living room. Or he forgot it there. He sat there, removed his shirt, and left it in the room. They now went into the bedroom. You know what the senior one did? No, the younger one. The younger one now went to the living room, carried the shirt, and they went to go and hide it. This is not joke, oh. This is story. There's somebody told me happened to his sister. His sister that is single mother. So, when the man was through, he now wanted to go. He started looking for his shirt. Ibi ni mo bossy, ibi lo bossy. Ibi lo bossy, ibi ni mo bossy. Now so night he come. They no see shirts. The man had to go and buy, they had to go and buy t-shirts somewhere to wear home. He got home. He said the wife asked him. No, he below Tishele, US here. He shall tell the wife's story. He never knew it was the children planning for him. He came one day again. Their mother was not around. Those children were around. The mother already called them. Uncle Lagbaja is coming. I will soon be home. They didn't open door for him. They made sure he stood outside. When he waited, their mother didn't come. He had to drive and left. Now from there, begin get say those children don't want them around. There was another one. This one even actually married the woman. The woman has one, I think one child, if I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 children. But I know they are no more than 2. Either 1 or 2 children. Now so the man said, the man was even nice. Now so he married the woman. Now the pikin, now he scattered the marriage. Because already that boy told the mom, I don't like this man. I don't want you to marry him. The mother is like, you are jealous. I mean, you are not a good child. Do you want me to stay like this alone? After all, it was your father that messed up. Blah, 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 blah. The guy said, yes, I know that he messed up, but I don't want you to marry this man. Like play. The woman no agree. He married the man. She married the man. By the time the guy made life tough for them, one day the man just woke up and said, I think I want to get out of this marriage. The lady cried, beg her. He said, no, your son doesn't want me. Everything I have tried to do in this house, to bring him close, to love him, he doesn't want me. And you know what? That boy's instinct was strong. Eventually, the guy actually married this woman to get papers. And the lady never knew. It was later, after they have parted, she got to know. So sometimes these children, their instinct is very strong. What we don't see, they see. And that is why you will see they will embrace some, they will not embrace some. Once your child or your children feel uncomfortable about whoever you are dating, you have to tread carefully, either as a man or as a woman. You can be a single father and you are dating somebody. It's like somebody having a dog. You have to love me and love my dog. If my dog is sniffing you and not comfortable with you, something is wrong. I might not see it, but my dog is sensing something. So also, we might not see it. Our children might be seeing signs that something is not right. They too might not know what it is. They will not just like that person. They will not just be comfortable with that person at all. I once dated somebody back in Nigeria for years. That was the man that actually walked the walk with me. My children like this man. They like this man. So even if we up till now, they have not forgotten him. They like the man. Even when we quarrel, when he comes in, they are jumping on him already. Can you address marrying to get papers? I can't meddle into that. You can't, because you can't say which is genuine, which is not genuine. So it's not something to really be discussed. It's left to the parties involved. But anybody marrying for the reason of selfishness is not good. I'm marrying you because of what I can get. So children, they have this instinct, this smell of something that is not palatable, that we that is in love, we won't be able to see. When we are in love, either as a man, as a woman, we don't see things. This can happen to a man too. I have seen cases of a man that the children refuse to accept the person he wants to marry. Anytime the woman comes around, the children will leave the living room. Once you are bringing in somebody, you are dating somebody, that person steps into your house. And the next thing is your children are locking themselves up. Once you come, once that man comes in, or once that woman comes in, after saying good afternoon, sir, the next thing is your children are leaving the place to go and lock themselves up until the person will go. Something is wrong. Or the person wants to play with them. They are not ready to. It's a sign they don't want him or they don't want her. So going forward, either as a woman, you decide to continue to stay put, or as a man, you decide to continue to stay put, and you continue to invest. When you are talking about investment, forget about money. We are not talking of money. You are investing your time, your energy, and many other stuffs. You continue. But those children don't want you. You are only wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the time, you will know where you belong. By fire, by force. It's as simple as ABC. So marrying people that are single is not something you just... Thank you, sis. I'm just maybe under diminished responsibility. Okay. So, marrying somebody that is single mother, single father, especially single mothers, it comes with patience. It comes with empathy. It comes with kindness. It comes with love. It comes with responsibilities. It's not something you want to go into and you think, for those that, especially some guys, that will go and be dating a woman who has money or marry a woman who has money and you are taking money from her. You think her children do not know. The children knows. They are looking at you and they are discussing you. What does he do, self? He doesn't even go to work. Why is he always coming around here at the time he's supposed to be in the office? They are deliberating it among themselves. They are asking questions they may not ask their mother. But in the process, they are looking out for their mother. They are looking and they are asking questions. They are watching. When you think they are not looking and you are giving that man money, they are seeing it. They will never respect that man. They will never respect you as a man, no matter how long you stay. Those children, when they now grow up or they are graduating and they say they want their father, they might have a reason they may not speak out to protect their mom's image. Because there are so many of them out there too, who will look at a single mother, hard-working single mother, and they will say they will be dating her, collecting from her. Some are so shameless, they will collect from that woman to go and spend for their wives at home. And they think the children of that woman are not seeing anything. They are not noticing that this man is nothing but perching on our mother. They are looking. And that is why one day they can disrespect you. They will look down on you. If the worst get to the worst, they will insult you. If it now gets worst, you knock their door, they will say, "What do you want?" And they slam the door on your face. You have lost respect. You have done what? Lost respect, because they are seeing everything. Auntie Olanike Kasoma. Unfortunately, some of us single mothers, out of desperation, out of needing help, out of wanting somebody by our side, what we don't see, our children are seeing it. What is wrong, we are condoning it. These children know it is wrong. They know, as a woman, you have enough responsibility. You have enough responsibility on your head, enough load. Why should this man come and add to the load? They are watching, they are looking. Very similar to a woman too, that will go and marry a man. You don't have any job. The man has children. You will marry him with his children. They are seeing everything. That all you do is to wake up and sleep. Or you came into their father's house with nothing. They now see that it was their father that set you up and everything. And you want respect. They will not respect you. Because they feel you are a parasite. You are a leech on their father. Especially when probably they will need something and their father will say, I don't have it yet. And they see him giving you money. Ẹni tó bá ti bímọ sọ́wọ́, a woman that has children, a man that has children cannot behave like somebody who does not have. You can't go into the life of somebody who has children and treat the person like nobody is watching. Children are watching. Our children is children, they are watching. They are looking at every details, every single details. I know of a single father, a widower, who decided to give marriage another chance after he lost the wife. I think after about 4 years. And he married this woman. This woman came into their lives, and anytime the man is not around, he will start maltreating those children. He will start maltreating them. This is for you to know that it is not about women alone. Wípé wọ́n lù yàn yẹn, eléyìí wọ́n lù, ẹni tí mo mọ̀ lélẹ́yìí o, this is somebody I know. Mo lè pe ẹni yẹn sìn, kí ni kó share story tó bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́. I can call the person and say, share your story. This is somebody I know. So the wife became late and decided to give marriage another chance and marry this woman. Anytime he's not around, she will maltreat those children. And the children don't want to start complaining to their father. But the father noticed that anytime he comes back, these children are always withdrawn. Once they greet him, they will go and lock themselves up. And the only time they play with him is when the woman is not around. So he noticed and he complained to this woman. The woman said, don't mind them. They don't want to work in the house. I always call them, blah, 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 blah. And of course, the man has to go and faint. Then one day, lo and behold, he came back from work. He met the daughter and the wife. Serious physical fights. So if you think it's only a man, one chef obìnrin ò bá gbádùn. Tó bá lọ fẹ́ ọni tó ti lọ́mọ as a woman, o behave rẹ̀, wọ́n á lù ẹ́ pa. Ìkọ́nà àwọn ọmọ yẹn á mú ẹjọ́ kan á lù ẹ́ ṣe léṣe. Tí ó dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó máa fi kún. Yes. Ìwọ tó bá lọ fẹ́ ni tó lọ́mọ ni kò behave. Wàá fi wọ́n ṣírò ọmọ ẹ̀. Tó bá ní kàn fi ẹ́ ṣírò ìyá wọn. Wọ́n lè fi ẹ́ ṣírò ìyá wọn. Bọ̀ yẹn ò mí wí pé ìyá wọn náà tó bá ṣe wọn ò lè wojú ìyá wọn. Wọ́n lè máa lù ìyá wọn, but ará ọmọ tó ń lù ìyá náà, show right or wrong. But kí ni òbí ṣe? Because even the Bible tẹ̀ ń kà, ó ní parents, do not provoke your children. Aspect yẹn, you don't read it. The only aspect you read is, in the only aspect, honor thy father and thy mother so that thy days may be long. How about that aspect that says, do not provoke your children? That one is not relevant. Mo ń bèrè ni o. Because children don't have emotions. Children are not human beings. Children cannot be provoked. Why do children fight outside? Somebody provoked them. Some of you even teach your children to defend themselves, don't you? You now want to continue. You think it's every child that you abuse, and the children will just be crying. There are some children that will stand up to you. Know this and no peace. Know this and no peace. Is it right? No. But it can happen. It is happening. So this day, this man came back, met the daughter. He came back early, met the daughter and the wife. They fought each other, scattered the house, tear each other's clothes. When he came in, Kilo Shele, the wife explained, daughter explained. Apparently, this woman has been abusing them for so long. But on this particular day, it was not even the first daughter the woman scolded. It was the last daughter. Hello, my dear. Àwọn ọmọ mi àti àwọn ọmọ yín fẹ́ lu àwọn ọmọ wa pa o. Àǹtí Àdùnní fi yí jìdọ̀s. So, the daughter explained that the woman asked the last daughter to go and do some chores. And the girl said she was in the toilet, she's coming. By the time the girl came out, the woman slapped the girl and said she's a spoiled brat. And I think it's been happening for so long. The first daughter could not condone it again. This lady stood up and gave the woman a slap back and said, never, ever touch my sister again. You are not our mother. Our mother will not treat us this way. Even if their mother will treat them that way. But that was what the girl said. Our mother will never treat us this way. Now from there, fight starts. But obviously, these children, if you can look at it, never liked the woman. Like play. Now so, marriage take end. But the day the marriage was to end, the man went to work. The children have gone to school. Before the man came back, the woman emptied the house. She did not even leave a chair for them. That shows the kind of woman she was. So those children already saw that this is a bad woman. This is a bad wife for our father. But the father was too in love. He married her. That man has not recovered till now. He has not recovered till now. Because it was a shock. Imagine going to work and you came back and met empty house. Everything. This woman cleared up everything and vamoose. That was how she vamoosed. That's those same children that she was called spoiled children. They are graduates today. Doing very, very well. Pampering their father. Today. The man has not remarried 10 years since then. Till I'm talking. He said, to marry, they fear him. He said, though his children are grown up, that maybe when the last one leave the house, he can now say yes. He said, as long as he's still living with his children, he doesn't think he wants to take that risk anymore. Because what if on that day, the daughter or that woman has died? Because he came back, he saw both of them wounded, injury all over their body. They fought themselves like they want to buy each other on that day. Scatter everywhere. The man has not remarried till now. Because the last daughter should be finishing next year or 2 years from now. Marrying somebody with children is not money. It's not for anybody without patience, without wisdom, without love, without empathy. You want to marry or date somebody with children. If you are a wicked man or a wicked woman, stay away from them. Don't go and destroy their lives. Because so many people, single mother, father, they show love to their children until their partner will come, until one man or one woman will come into their life and scatter it. Not because they are bad mother, not because they are bad father, but because they went to go and entangle with one bad partner who does not know what love is, empathy, kindness, patience. If you cannot see those children as your children, if you cannot embrace them as your children, if you cannot discipline them in love, how do you discipline children in love when you are not their mother or their father? If their father is using belts to beat them, they no born you well. Don't try it. It's not for you. It's not in your place to use belts on them. If their mother or father is slapping them to correct them, it is not in your place to do same. It is not in your place. It is not your duty. Let their mother and their father, let them be doing the beating by themselves. And make sure you are not present. This is where many miss it. Make sure you are not present when that mother, when their father is going to discipline his child or her child. Let them do it in your absence. If you are there, put your feet down and say, hell no. Oh, nílùú ọmọ yìí níwájú mi sẹ́. Mi ní kó má bá wí. Mi ní nǹkan tó ṣe ó dáa. But please, not while I am here. Oh, lelu. You know why? If you allow that man or that woman to beat that child in your presence, it is you they will hate for it, not their mother or their father. Because they will say you are there. You were watching their mother or their father beating them, almost spying them. You did not do anything. It will now be worst if you now contribute to the beating. That child will never love you, irrespective of whatever they do. They will not love you. The blame is coming to your head, either as the stepfather or as the stepmother. There are rules to play by. Just like they say there is rule, love has rule. That is a dangerous game if you don't play by the rules. So also it is when you have to marry somebody who already has children, either a man or a woman, especially if those children live with that person you want to marry. Their father cannot take belts and you will take belts too. No. Their mother cannot abuse and insult them. Orí ẹ burú, ó ṣe kíní Ọlọ́run máa tẹ̀yẹ kí n sọ orí ẹ̀ sọmọ mi ná. But some people say it. Ṣorí ẹ ò pé ni, ó ti ṣe kíní kan, scream on them. No. No. If iṣẹ́ ilé, their mother is there, their father is there, iṣẹ́ ilé that they are supposed to do as chores. If you have to assign, if you are a woman, you have to assign as chores to them. It all depends on the kind of relationship you have built with them. If there is no good rapport with you and those children that is flowing very well, you cannot say you want to start assigning as chores to them anyhow. One share, of course, grudgingly and hating you. If you are a man, one share as chores, leave it to their mother to correct them to do as chores. Kokun. Tí ẹni wí pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ kó ṣe oúnjẹ fún ẹ, kó ṣe tiṣẹ́ inú ilé inú bedroom tó yẹ kó ṣe, bedroom yín tẹjọ wà, tó bá wùn kó kẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀rà kan má tún lè ṣe. Wọ́n lọ síbì kan. Ìwọ máa ń pọn dandan as a man kò wá pé what is wrong with you? If I get told, will you go and check it kan? Ew. Tán bá table matter in a meeting. Wọ́n máa sọ, wọ́n á bú ẹ o. Somebody said, so really there is really no real peace in second marriage, as you will have to be working on eggshells. It all depends on how you have trained your children. This is why I said earlier, Bolanle, when I was starting, I said before you go for a single mother, especially, look at how she has trained her children. Look at how she's cautioning them, how she's training them, how she's, whatever she's doing, the way she's bringing them up, all matter. tó bá lọ fẹ́ni tó bá ọmọ jẹ́, it is not in your place to correct them. Then you will walk around eggshell. But tó bá fẹ́ni tí ò bá ọmọ jẹ́, tó ń ṣe the right thing, marrying that person, there won't be problem. There won't be problem. She's bringing them up well. Discipline wà. They can be corrected. In love. Remember correction, not correction in violence, correction in love. But if you are being corrected with violence, it's going to boomerang. It's all about wisdom. This is why many men lose out at the end of the day. Tí wọ́n á sọ wípé ṣe báwọn dẹ̀ ń bá tọ́jú ọmọ, àwọn ti wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. This show is actually for men more. Àwọn ti wà pẹ̀lú woman ti pẹ́, they were there, their father was absent, blah, 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 blah. And at the end of the day, those children will still go and choose a father that was absent in their lives. Some things must have gone wrong, where those children do not have any connection with a man. There is no child. You will see some children, they will tell you they will choose their stepfather over and over and over again. And there are some children that will never want to have anything to do with their stepfather. Yes, the man has been there since they were young. But do they have rapport? Do they have relationship with that man? Or they were condoning the man because of their mom? Was there any connection that this is our stepfather, the husband of our mother? Was there any connection in any way? If there is no connection, they will end up discarding that man. That means this is where they will say a man was used and dumped. No. It was not used and dumped. The children does not feel any connection with him, despite the fact he has been in their lives since forever. They don't have that connection with him. The only person who has connection with him in that home is the woman. And that's a wrong one. This is where the problem comes from. Be assured that there is a connection where you are going to make a permanent place, permanent abode. Be assured that those children, okay, there's a case of a guy here who is married, who is married to a woman here. In fact, wọn bá ti dàrú, kò lè gbénú ilé yẹn gan. Ọmọ woman yẹn máa work her out. No, wọn ti ṣe married, wọ́n fẹ́ marry ni. Kò kí ń kí. Thank you, Tola. Ọmọ yẹn ò ń kí man yẹn. Ìyá ẹ̀ bá sọ tí ó ní I don't have any business with him. Ìwọ ló ń fẹ́. Tó bá kìí ṣe pé kò ń kí rárá o. Good afternoon, and that is it. Ọmọ yẹn ò fẹ́ bá ní relationship. Kò fẹ́ bá ní rapport. Ọmọ yẹn, he has decided, but I don't want to have rapport with you. I don't want you. You are not my father. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And Iya is in love. So Iya is now torn between satisfying her child, satisfying the man. So it's only when that guy is not around that the man goes to the house. In relationship wo nìyẹn. Your child should be able to embrace whoever you are dating. Your child should be able to accept whoever you are dating or you are going to marry. Once they don't accept them, you have no business together. Don't hang on out of desperation or because I am lonely or because oku edunwe. No, it won't end well. Because either you like it or not, at the end of the day, ọmọ yẹn ló máa tú yín ká. Is either kọ́mọ yẹn tú yín ká or kọ́kùnrin yẹn tú wà tọmọ ẹ̀ ká. So you have to choose one. Is either that child will scatter you and that man, or that man, his presence will scatter you and that's your child. So it is one you have to choose. There is nothing you can do about it. They have to embrace whoever is coming. It is not in your place to force them to. It is not in your place to talk them into it. No, it has to be something that, number one, is a gradual thing. Number two, there is going to be efforts on both ends, most especially from the man's end. And most especially also the observation of those children on how that relationship is going. It's not something, a child will not just wake up and say, I hate this man, or I don't want this man around you, mommy. No, they will have been observing. They will have been seeing some things. If they see that anytime this man comes around, mommy is always happy, they will embrace the man easily. But whenever they see that anytime this man comes around, mommy feels somehow, or they have seen mommy talking to this man on the phone, crying most times, they will not like that man around. They won't. The only time you can really enjoy marrying a single mother without too much pressure, marrying a single mother, father without too much pressure, is if the children are well of age. If they are well of age, even at that, trust me, they will still be on the lookout. But if these children are still young, you cannot really tell. So, but if they are of age, the children might leave you and say, mommy, if you like him, maybe you are the one with the man. They won't bother themselves. The worst is that they themselves as adults will be doing mago by avoiding. But auntie, there are some children that don't want their parents to remarry or have a relationship. I've personally seen it. The child said, I can't share my mom with anyone. Yeah, there are some children like that. In such cases, something is going on with that child. That child has seen the mom probably in a weak state, and maybe the child is scared for the mom. So the child is hanging on to the mom and saying, nothing must happen to my mom. It doesn't just happen naturally, I mean, just like that. Something must have gone wrong or going on with the child. In such cases, so it's not about selfishness. Sometimes it's about protection. Children can be overprotective of their parents. I'm sure you know that. It's overprotective or scared for the mom. Or the child must have seen some things when the mother went through the first marriage or previous relationship or past relationship that the mother has been having. So they tend to have trust issue with other people coming around. So they tend to have trust issue. Then another problem, like I said, some children like attention. Clingy children. You know, I said it earlier, that if you have a child that is clingy, you can have small problem. Because when the man comes around, that is when that child needs your attention. This is where I said men should look out for how a woman that is a single mother, how she has a hold in that home as a single mother. Some single mothers don't have hold on their home. The children are in charge. The children control the mother. If it's in that case, a man will have problem because the children are the one controlling their mom. It is whatever those children say that is binding, not what she says. A single mother is the head of the family. Once you become a single mother, you are the head of that family and should be the head and be in control. But once you lose that grip and those children take over, problem umawa for any man coming into that house to come and either date the woman or marry her. Problem umawa fun. You cannot come into a home to get. If you are in control of the home, no matter how clingy your child is, no matter how possessive your child is, when your child sees you have a visitor, a guest, one more time here, one láti fi fún ẹ. That time is your own time. One lè wá, but you can always tell them, go and play. I will see you later. I'm busy for now. Gbogbo wa láti ní kíni. Kò sí tó bá bí mọ́ mẹ́ta wá rẹ̀ yọkan nu wọn tó máa wà clingy. That is if you don't have to. Not always. See, sometimes it's possessiveness on the part of the child. That's clingy. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún wáyé ní one or two of them. Tó bá dẹ̀ yẹ yọkan gan lóní, ẹyọkan yẹn lè wà clingy, but if you are in charge, this is where some we parents, àwọn mothers especially, tán ti máa ń spoil ọmọ. Tán ti máa ń spoil ọmọ. Tó bá ba ọmọ jẹ́, ọmọ yẹn ló máa control láìfẹ́, tí ò ní jẹ́ kó ráyé gbé. But tó bá ba ọmọ jẹ́, wàá rí ayé gbé, wàá ráyé ṣe. Even tó bá lo single, wàá rí ayé gbé, wàá dẹ̀ ráyé ṣe. But tí tó bá lọ ba ọmọ jẹ́, gbàgbé ẹ̀. Ọlájúwọ̀n, good afternoon my brother. Dára níjọ, ẹ rọra. Tó bá ba ọmọ jẹ́, tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ló máa sọ bó ṣe máa ṣe, bó ṣe máa jẹ fún ẹ. You know some parents are, some mothers are like that. Ibi a ti ń kẹ́ ọmọ, wọ́n ti kẹ́ ọmọ lákẹ́rà. Tó bá ti lọ kẹ́ ọmọ lákẹ́rà, that the child's voice is stronger than your own in that house. In fact, I will not advise any man tó bá ń gbọ́ mi bí. Any man tó bá ń gbọ́ mi bí, tó bá rí obìnrin tó ba ọmọ jẹ́, má fẹ́rù wọn, wàhálà ló fẹ́ fẹ́. Má tiẹ̀ déètì wọn, kò sí nǹkan tán fi rú wọn ṣe. Because you will be seeing some things tí inú ẹ̀ ò ní dùn. Tọmọ yẹn máa ṣe as abiyamọ, genuinely you want to correct. Tó ò ní lè ṣe, because ẹni tó lọ́mọ gan ò lè control àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ẹni tó lọ́mọ kò lè sọ̀rọ̀. So why tó máa jẹ́ pé wọ́n ló wá fẹ́ lọ correct wọn? Headache ló ń wá fún rẹ̀. This is where I said, before you go into a relationship with a single mother, make sure she's in grip of that home. Make sure she's in control. If she's not in control, you are going into a trap. You are adding problem into your life. Remember, you have problem already as a man too. Ó fi ìyàwó kan lẹ̀ ni, àbí oníyàwó kan ló ṣe ń date ẹ̀ for a reason best known to you. Or ti níyàwó kan tó ti ní problem tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìyẹn ń fà ẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ tó bí fún ẹ ń fà ẹ́. Ó wá fẹ́ lọ kó sí another relationship, and you now decide the best relationship to go into is a woman, single mother, tí ò tọ́jú ọmọ, tí ẹsẹ̀ ò múlẹ̀ nínú ilé, tó yẹ pé òun ló ń sanwó ilé, tó ń bọ́ ọmọ náà, ọmọ ló ń fọwọ́ lálẹ̀ fún. Hell no. I know some women tó yẹ pé bọ́n ṣe ń tọ́mọ èmi àwa tá jẹ́ obìnrin gan ara máa rìn yín, wọ́n tẹ́ ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbín, ẹ máa wò báyìí ni. Ṣé bọ́n ṣe ń tọ́mọ leléyìí ṣá? Wàá ṣe kí ni? Wàá ya lúkèwé. Òun ló ní nǹkan ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní tídìí bá bàjẹ́, onídìí ló ní nǹkan ẹ̀. Àbí ìdí lágbájá lè bàjẹ́ kó jẹ́ ló máa sunkún. No. Ẹni tó nídìí ló máa kó nǹkan ẹ̀ tó bá bàjẹ́. So who are you to now say you want to come? Ẹni tí ò lè sọ fọ́mọ yìí pé get up, go and wash those plates. Ọmọ ni I'm not washing. Oh, wash kí ni? So ta ni kó wash? Or ẹni tí ò lè sọ fọ́mọ ẹ̀ tidy up your room. Ìwọ ló wá fẹ́ wọnú ilé yẹn as a visitor, as a stranger, to tell that child, go and clean up your home. Before you can do that, that child will have gained your trust. It is not as if it's not doable. Don't get me wrong. Some men have come into a home and tidied things up for that woman. That happens. Where the children will listen more to the man, because the man came and, he came in a loving manner. He showed love. He came, embraced those children. He was not neglecting them. That's another aspect I didn't even remember to mention. You cannot come to a single mother's home, neglect her children. I think I mentioned it earlier. Neglect his children and focus on the mother. No, those children will not love you. They will not listen to you. Before they can listen to you, there must be a bonding. There must be a trust from them to you. A child can be spoiled by the mother, and a man will come in and straighten things up. The way he handle things, that I should not omit, and I should not say it's not possible. That is also possible. Where a man can come in, a woman that does not have grip. So many things can make a woman lose grip of the home, especially when she's a single mother. The loss of her marriage, probably the loss of her husband to death or something, financial responsibility, her mental state, emotional state, all those things can make a woman, if care is not taken, to lose the grip. Then some people, out of what I have suffered, my children will not suffer it. They tend to spoil children. Thank you. It's actually a dress. They tend to spoil children. I have seen cases whereby a father is scolding children. The mother will say, don't touch my child. Leave my child alone. Or a mother is scolding children. Most cases, it's always mother that will say, ó fẹ́ pọmọ fún mi ni. And when the father is not around, they indulge the child. Wọ́n ti bà wọ́n jẹ́. And some children, if they are used to that, spoil something. And somebody now comes, why do you correct? Say it might be tough. I'm not saying it's not doable. In most cases, it's always tough. If you try to overdo in that house, why jẹ̀bi? Why they blame Mary? I'm not saying it's not doable. But if you want to go date a single mother or marry a single mother, watch her grip on that home. So, but if she doesn't have a grip and you want to go ahead, you truly love her, you have to make her to start working on it. That is, if it is not too late. Some cases are too late. And if it is enforced, the child can eventually miss it. If, for example, ọmọ wants a kẹ́ra and all that, and it wants to be enforced, that child, it might have a boomerang effect, and that child may start she's feeling that it's because of the man that came in, the mother doesn't love her anymore or doesn't love him anymore. One day bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí water to start doing what they are not supposed to do outside. So this is where wisdom is needed. In all, whatever we want to do, wisdom is the principal thing, like the Bible says. You can say I'm quoting Bible, now woman being right now, and it's the wisdom that naturally we have. So wisdom is the principal thing. Not only wisdom, patience is very necessary. Patience, very, very necessary. Look out for who you want to go for. It's just like you want to go and marry somebody now that does not have a child. Both of you don't have a child yet. You are now deciding, I want to marry. You now go and date somebody that doesn't have good character. She no get good character. You decided to go ahead thinking you will change her. Or a woman who sees a man, the character of the man, that he has anger problem, he's an alcoholic, but you don't care because you love him. You think by the time you marry him, you can change those things. Or a woman who does not know how to manage funds, she spend anyhow, and you think by the time you marry her, she will be better. You now marry her, 5 years, she no change. 10 years, she no change. Things now became worse. Who are you going to blame? Blame yourself because you saw it. And you did not try to do correction to see if it can be changed before going ahead. Remember, the most difficult people to change are adults because already they are formed. It's easy to change a child, change their ways, maneuver them, manipulate or whatever to make them change ways. But for an adult, once it is fixed, it is fixed. So it becomes very difficult. If you try to, it will be like you are using iron to sharpen iron. Now fire goes spark. It's just like that. So Kamalo, we have used 2 hours. Tola ó fẹ́ wọpé wọlé àbí? Wọ́n ti lò. Adult ló stubborn jù. Hello. Báwo?
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
I'm telling you.
Connected.
Of today has been very educative, informative.
Thank you.
It is a day-to-day, or should I say day-to-day activity that every one of us is involved in one shape or form, no matter how we look at it. Yes, so this is knowledge that everybody must have acquired before they even get into any marriage or go back to a dating scene. So it's a lot. It's a lot involved when it comes to the marriage. When you signing the dotted line and all that, and for people who have been married before, maybe they lost their spouse, maybe through death or whatever, and now they want to remarry, and whoever they're trying to marry has children already. I mean, you as a person that you are trying to marry someone, of course, you should. I mean, this thing is not. It's something you have already seen. Okay, the man or the woman has kids already, so there's no way you can say you're going to you're only married to the person, not the children. No,
at all.
When you marry someone, you are automatically marrying the children as well. So you have to give respect to your partner and also to the kids. You have to make sure you level the ground. Make sure that the home is intact. That is how you win the trust of everybody in that home. So if a marriage is going to work, it takes the children inside it already that you are marrying yourself into. They will be the determinant of how successful you are going to be in that marriage. So you cannot love one and disown the other. It's not possible. So I mean, I get that a lot when some people say, they are married to the man or to the woman, but not the kids. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. It's impossible. You have to love everybody in that marriage. And
you become the father of that home.
Yes, the kids play a major role in a successful marriage. You can't just go there without being prepared. You got to prepare yourself, prepare your body, soul, and mind. I mean, it's worth thinking about. If you're telling yourself that you want to remarry, you have to think about all these things. They are very important, very important, because you don't want to go back in there and then you fail again, and then you'll be like, oh, this is the second marriage, it has failed again, and then it's not all the time that you have to remarry anyway. Sometimes you don't have to, because you must have thought about the pros and cons for you to make that determination.
For a man or for a woman?
For a man and for a woman, both of them.
They don't have to remarry.
Yeah, you don't have to remarry. I'm sorry.
What if they see a good partner?
You already have your kids and all that. You don't have to. Because sometimes you have to think of the headache.
What is the headache?
Is the headache worth worrying about?
If it's a good marriage, the headache is less. It's when it's a bad one that it's better to stay alone.
Yeah, it's better to stay alone. But the thing is, when you are going into that marriage, you don't know what to expect. You can't see into the future.
That's true.
So you don't know what to expect. But obviously,
this
there will be some factors that will be playing right in front of your eyes that you'll be seeing before you can make that decision.
Tola, we are talking about
yes.
We are talking about second marriage now.
Yes.
Where we are expected to be more wiser. This is where we should not rush. What I would advise from my own experience, personal experience, don't allow anyone, either a man or woman, to rush you into a marriage if it's your second marriage. Don't allow it.
Exactly, my sister.
Don't rush yourself. I want to marry and want us to do it fast. Please don't answer. No matter how rich or beautiful or handsome the person is, don't let anyone rush you. As your second marriage, no need to rush.
Exactly.
For what?
Look at the example of that man you just cited now. He came home, all his house was empty.
Yeah.
That was a shock to the man. He didn't see that coming.
No, he never
saw that in the woman. He never saw that in a woman. It was a surprise to him.
Yeah.
So people, when people want to go into marriage, they hide their real character. They pretend to be only Adele. But when they get what they are looking for, they become a changed person. Because obviously, that woman wasn't exhibiting that character before that man married him.
Definitely,
married her.
definitely.
It wasn't. He didn't see that. If he had seen that, it would have. I mean, it wouldn't have even gone further with the marriage. He didn't see that because that was not the behavior that the woman exhibited from the get go. So people hide their characters. They hide. So it's tough. It's tough. You can't read people. You can't read their mind. You cannot. You just hope. You just hope that you are doing the right thing. You are just hoping. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. And it's very important. It's very important when your children are telling you A, B, C, D. Please pay attention to those details. Pay attention. Don't shun them off. Don't say what they're talking about their kids. No. You gotta pay attention to what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's very important. I mean, it's very important. Marriage is not an easy institution to just go into without thinking everything through. You have to put your body, soul, and mind into it. You know, you have to be psychologically, mentally, and emotionally ready for everything. You know, my sister this is what listening to this program is what listening to over and over and over and over again, especially with all these expositions that you have given to us already. And especially in the case of domestic violence, it is very prevalent in Nigeria. Where the man will beat up his wife, blue black. And unfortunately, Nigeria encourages that type of behavior. It does. And it is you as a man that will decide whether you want to continue in that trajectory or you want to change things around. Obviously, you have been, that you continue to batter your wife and all that. Obviously, you grew up with that mentality in your home. Maybe that was how your father was treating your mother as well. And now you carried on the mentality into your own marriage. So it's a cycle that one needs to break. And unfortunately, in Nigeria, there are no organizations that help to control all this domestic violence and all that. They are not. They all pretend to be controlling domestic violence.
Because most of them are doing the same thing now. Most of them are doing the same thing.
Yeah, most of them are doing the same thing. You know, that's exactly what goes on, what keeps going on, even in the Nigerian parliament and all that. You know, when they say they are fighting corruption and all that, they are not fighting on corruption because the people's mindset have not changed. It's just, I don't know. It's just Nigeria as a whole. It's the mindset that needs to change. And unfortunately, for some of us that have left Nigeria and moved abroad, some of us are changing. We're adapting. Some of us we're changing. We're adapting.
Don't adapt.
To control our emotions and all that.
Don't adapt. Or you will make you adapt.
They're still stuck in this bad attitude that we carry on. At the end of the day, it hurts us everywhere we go. So it's a constant battle. It's a battle that we all have to continue to fight, and hopefully we get better and become a better individual, in our respective home. And may God help us.
Thank you very much, Oshabru.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, guys. So, it's just okay. Auntie Nike was asking a question. You said, "Are you talking about separated or divorced?" It doesn't. Or widow. It doesn't matter. Single mother is single mother. I don't see any big deal. They can say a divorce. Some will say that widow is different from a divorcee. Single or méjèèjì. The only difference is that the father of the husband, the ex-husband is alive. That's the only difference. The other one, the husband is late, which makes the difference. Okay, but they are all single, and they might be prone to say, okay, I want to remarry. Or somebody might say, I want to marry them. This is where we are looking at, that you cannot come into a single mother's life, abuse her in the presence of her children, and expect those children to clap for you. This is the reason why many men in old age, after they have stayed with a single mother, helper and everything, the children eventually don't want to have anything to do with some men. Not because the man didn't try. The man tried for the woman, but the children, number one, never accepted the man from the onset, or maybe the children never liked him, which is accepting, or maybe the children saw him abusing their mother, and they will be like, this is why she left this marriage, she's now facing it again. They will not clap for you. They might behave like they didn't see what you are doing, but at the end of the day, they will not. And the same thing goes for a man. I have seen cases where children, not because their father did not try, but because of who their father married, the one, that woman was not treating them well. When they grow up, they won't visit their father because the woman is still with him, because they don't want to see that woman. So when children are involved in a relationship, it is not the same thing like people who do not have children. It is not the same thing. It is not the same thing like somebody who doesn't have children, the man doesn't have, the woman doesn't have, and they want to marry each other. It's a different scenario entirely. But for the relationship where from both ends, you both have children. Remember, women, they are always with their children. A man may be a single father, but the children don't stay with him. They are with their mother. So somebody wants to come and marry you, and these children are with you. A man cannot just come, maltreat that woman, and the children will clap for him. Or you come, you are praying on their mom, they won't clap for you. Or you come, they are not accepting you, and you stay put. You are only deceiving yourself. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, no matter what you spend, those children did not accept you. They will not accept you. It's like a woman to going into a man's life. That man has children, and the man married the woman. The children don't like the woman for reason best known to them, or the woman did not put in efforts. It takes efforts, either as a man or as a woman. It will take a lot of effort on your parts to go into the life of somebody who already has children. Be it a man, be it a woman. It will take effort from you to be accepted. It's not as if you are buying their love or forcing it. It's just what it is. And if you go in there, you go abuse the woman, just like the case study we used. Trust me, just like what those children can do to their mother or father, whatever they do, they will do it to you too. Thank you very much, Unique Pearl. It is what it is, unfortunately. So if you cherish your children, you love your children, you have to be careful who you are bringing into your circle. Remember, it's been you and them for a while. Remember, you've been through so much together. So they want to be sure, whoever is coming, they want that person to prove, as that person is coming, that is what he or she is worth calling and being seen as a father or a mother to them. That is when they can embrace. If you watch the video from the beginning, I mentioned a lot of things that makes children to detest whoever their mother or father marries. So I will enjoin you, watch the video from the beginning. This marriage of a thing, this relationship of a thing, when we're already mothers or fathers, is not the same thing as when we were single. It is a beautiful thing if you find one. I won't say don't marry if you see somebody. Marriage is beautiful. Relationship is beautiful, either with ring or without ring. It's all about how the two people involved, how they do it. It's all about how they see each other, what they put into that marriage or that relationship. But trust me, nothing is worth dividing you and your children. They are your old age. They are your peace later. Not a man, not a woman. Except you find that man or that woman who will embrace everything about you. And everything about you is also embracing. Maybe not 100%, maybe 70 or 80%. So on this note, thank you very much, guys, for coming. I will try and come out later in the evening if possible. If not, you guys are going to see me tomorrow morning as usual. I've made it point of duty to you guys to do live streaming Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, no particular time. Single mother and a divorced woman is different. Don't paint them with same brush. Single mother and a divorced woman is different. Don't paint them with same brush. As how they all both have children. Anyway, I don't consider them. My own is that they all have children, Abby. I don't know what you mean, no. Are you talking about somebody that just got pregnant, but that person has speaking? Or you want to start calling them names, Zolosho, like you call them? Or which one? Single mother, divorced woman, are they not same thing? Talon Soroyen, please, can you define what you mean? Jandu. Should I give you phone to call and explain to us? Can you call me on this number +1 WhatsApp and explain? Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. +1 240 351 9287 so that we can go. +1 240 351 9287. Vivian, we will do that in the evening or tomorrow. I meant to do that this day. I wanted to confirm it was Wike, and Wike has confirmed he is the one. You know, I want to be sure of a news before I really talk about it extensively. So this morning, already I've prepared to do this. I've scheduled this one already when I came across the video where he was saying it was the one in that video. So we'll talk about it. So you want to explain before I go? Or we just leave it? I don't know what you mean. Situations make some women to be single, like death of husband. Divorce made them single too. Abi, Yusuf. For like my own case, it was a death of my late husband that made me a single mother. Single. I single, I would never say, because you can never tell what life can throw at you. So don't let me say like I'm the one in charge. Destiny is in charge. Even the ones that divorced, it was destiny. Nobody gets into marriage and decide to break. Nobody. I'm yet to see somebody say, I am married, I want to divorce. I am yet to see it. And divorce for everybody, both man and woman, it comes with pain. Let me go so that I can come back in the evening around 8 p.m. Until I see you guys, do take care of yourself, and appreciate your joining me always. We just want to mix our topic. We don't have to stay on pastor all the time, like I've said. So when I come back, we'll talk on Wiki, or we do it tomorrow, either of the two. See ya. Bye-bye.